This video is a special message to Moonton, and it comes on behalf of a growing portion of your dedicated player base. The topic, Arena, and the predatory system surrounding the hero Lady Alexandra. What follows is not just a complaint, it is an urgent call for change, and a breakdown of what's not working and why players are frustrated and what can be done to repair the damage before it is too late. Arena in its current state is one of the most unengaging and poorly balanced modes in the game. Your redesign lean hard into mode-specific meta units, essentially making success depending on owning certain meta heroes. For anti-air mode now, Lady Alexandra is becoming mandatory to even have a shot at finishing in Apex Overlord. The issue? She is locked behind a wall that only benefits the high-end spenders or players in elite boosting circles. The rest of the community, they're just cannon fodder. A poll that I conducted among the community showed this clearly. Only 15% enjoy or tolerate Arena. 50% outright dislike it. And the rest, well, they're just grinding it out, hoping that eventually they will get Lady Alexandra. This is not healthy engagement. This is frustration being disguised as participation. To acquire Lady Alexandra, players need 40,000 Apex coins. To awaken her, you need an additional 50,000 coins per awakening. Now consider this. If a player only has an account that is able to finish in Plat 3, and they only get those 200 Apex coins from finishing in that tier, it would take him 200 weeks, that's almost 4 years, to unlock Lady Alexandra without an awakening. Even Overlord players get just 10 coins per win and 400 at reset if they manage to remain in that tier. The top, the Apex Overlords, which gives the highest reward, is now dominated by players that already have Lady Alexandra or have very highly awakened Ingrids and Valderans. In short, you have created a closed system where the rich are getting richer and everyone else is locked out. Many players now rely on group boosting just to have a chance. And that is not competitive environment, that's exploitation. And no, the most recent revenge limit of 6 attempts does nothing to fix the deeper structural issues right now within the system. Even beyond the rewards, the arena experience itself is broken. The autoplay feature is unreliable, frequently malfunctioning due to BP imbalance or teams inflating BP defensively to manipulate damage output on the offensive side. This forces players to manually intervene in every match, making the grind time consuming and frustrating. Players are now spending excessive amount of time in a mode that they don't enjoy, and now, to make matters worse, you've made Lady Alexandra almost mandatory in new endgame content that you have released. Let's be honest, she facilitates the upper floors of the Tower of Deception. She's required to score high in the Mother of Crows of the Immortal Codex. She appears to facilitate the ability to clear GR3 Stage 23 and appears to be required to clear Stage 24. Not only that, Lady Alexandra is becoming integral to compete in top-end GBG. These means that without her, even high-end players with well-developed accounts are falling behind, not due to lack of strategy, but due to a lack of spending. When core game progression is gated behind a single inaccessible unit, it kills motivation across the board. So Moonton, it is time to reevaluate Arena as a whole. The format has already undergone a rework and it still fails to deliver meaningful, rewarding gameplay, whether due to lack of PvP experience, a design flaw, or misreading your player base, Arena continues to alienate more than it engages. Instead of forcing a broken PvP model, double down on what's working. Creative tower of defense content and focus on content that will increase player engagement, entertainment, and excitement, like the recent co-op mode that you introduced in the Forerunner server. These modes are what excite players. These are the experiences that keep people coming back. Arena, in contrast, is driving them away. I have heard directly from players with strong accounts, people who have supported the game with time and money and are now just walking away. Some have stopped spending, but others are quitting entirely. And new player growth? Let's look at the numbers. It's slow. So let's be honest. Players quitting is bad for the health of your game. And if you allow this system to continue, you're just actively pushing players out. Here are some realistic changes that will restore trust and balance within your community, especially as it pertains to Arena and Lady Alexandra. One consideration is to reduce Lady Alexandra's cost by at least 50%. If this is not manageable to you, then consider increasing the Apex Coin rewards within Plat 3, for example. Maybe consider giving 20 Apex coins per win in this tier. Overlord, push it to 40. How about Epics? Well, they're already in Epics. You can give them as many coins as you want. Another consideration would be to allow players that can reach the 2100 point threshold in the Arena rankings to be part of the Apex Overlord and not limited to 300 players. Defense wins should also give Apex coins. People are spending the time to set up that, so give them something for participating. Add catch-up mechanics for newer or returning players. Also, you may want to consider adding weekly milestone rewards for participation, not just for being pushed into finish in a specific tier. Fix the autoplay AI behavior and rebalance BP effects so that team composition, not inflated power, matters more. Consider offering Apex coins through time-limited events, similar to the events which you just have held, where you have offered exclusive artifacts. Moonton, this isn't just one community member speaking. It is a reflection of 100 voices, comments, and messages gathered over the weeks. You have built a beautiful potential-filled game, but if your system continues to favor the few at the top while exhausting everyone else, you risk losing the very foundation of your community. Please fix the Lady Alexandra problem and stop locking progress behind absurd paywalls. And please give us back the game that values time, skill, and engagement, not just credit cards. Thank you all very much for tuning and watching, and thank you to Moonton for taking these suggestions into consideration.